Meteorologist Cedric Haynes joins us now live from Eldridge, where he's visiting with math students. Cedric will tell us more about that in a minute, but first, tell us about the changes that are expected in the forecast, Cedric.
Well, good afternoon, Marcia. Yeah, we're here at North Scott live, and we're going to be talking more with the students here as well about how math and weather really go hand in hand. But yeah, let's talk about this forecast first, because we do have some changes to break down for you. Let's take a look at the current setup across the area. And you can see right now locally, we're not dealing with much. We have high pressure in control. High pressure, of course, is the good guy. So that means lots of sunshine showing up across the region and nice weather today. But you see that storm system, that cold front off to the north and west coming out of Canada? That's going to bring us some significant changes over the next 24 hours. And that's what we're really concerned about. So here's my bottom line as we get ready to head into your Friday and the weekend. Yeah, it's now declared Friday a first alert day because we're looking at the potential of both heavy rainfall, but also the threat of seeing the potential of a couple of strong storms developing as well. So we've got to keep an eye on both of those issues there. And then also let's go on and talk more about the potential heavy rainfall that will be with us as well. That could be adding up to 1 to 3 inches of rain as well. So that's going to affect some of your plans as you go into your Friday. We've already had several of those Friday night football games that have been moved until your Thursday night, actually. But overall, this could also affect your weekend plans as well. So that's something that we're going to be watching up very closely. But as you take a look here at your afternoon planner, you'll be able to see here, we're going to be looking at lots of sunshine for the rest of today. We're going to have those temperatures climbing into the lower 70s overall, right where we should be for this time of the year. That is actually the average temperature. But again, as we get into the weekend, that's going to be the time frame that we're going to be most concerned about as that potential of seeing at least the threat of some heavy rainfall. So out here right now joining me here is a special person here. Come on in here, Ms. Johnson. I want to first off thank you for allowing us to come on out today and just tell us a little bit about what we're doing here, what you guys have been talking about, how math really relates to weather, and what you're hoping for the students to understand.
Yeah, we are in the middle of a probability unit right now. So we've been talking about probability and all its real life applications. We just brought in permutations and combinations. The kids are having a great time, and we just really wanted to invite you to come and share the importance of understanding probability and how it can be so applicable for real life.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this is a true story because I can tell you firsthand as a meteorologist, we use probability all the time. And really, sometimes I almost wonder how much our viewers actually understand when it comes to that. Because again, if we say there's a 30% chance of rain, what does that really mean? And it's always interesting to hear the opinions of people on what they think of that. So I think this is a great lesson. I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing. I know you guys are always looking for ways to really relate the real life of math and science to the students. So this is just one of many ways that you're doing that. What are some of the other things that you guys have been talking about this year?
We have been talking about sampling and getting great samples that can represent the population and how to make predictions about the future and sampling biases and just great things that I think are going to be great tools for these students when they go out into the real world and have jobs of their own, and they're going to be able to use these skills in their future too.
Yeah, and we're going to talk to some of those students as well and see how they do with this as well, because it's really interesting because I feel like we always talk about math and science and meteorology are the two most important things that you need, and I always urge and encourage students to always take as many math and science classes as they can as early as possible because it'll help you out in the long run. So I love that what you're doing here. I think it's going to be great for the students, and I think it's a great way to really connect math to the real life world or how we use it each and every day. So we want to thank you for doing that as well. And guys, this is going to be something that we're going to continue to talk about throughout the afternoon. Over the next hour, we'll be back several times. We're going to talk with some of the students. We're also going to dive into that full forecast, which again has that potential of seeing some heavy rain, also the potential of maybe a couple of strong storms. We'll talk more about why we issued the first alert day coming up here in just a few moments. But for now, Marcia, we'll toss it back to you. But again, stay tuned. We're going to hear from the students here in just a little bit.